Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. The title of this classic novella has become synonymous with the idea of a split personality. But this chilling account is one of the most celebrated works of horror of all time for many more reasons than that. Stevenson said that he was prompted by a disturbing dream he had one night and wrote the piece in only 3 days. First published as a shilling shocker and a bestseller in its day, over 40,000 copies were sold in the first 6 months alone, and even Queen Victoria had read it. Its publication prompted many sermons, editorials, and parlor room discussions. Moreover, its story has fascinated the popular imagination for almost a century and a half. Countless editions, adaptations, films, TV shows, plays, songs, comic books, cartoons, and even video games owe their inspiration to Stevenson's tale. The book has inspired a host of writers, from Oscar Wilde to Stephen King. It's part morality tale, allegory, psychological fantasy, science fiction, gothic story, detective fiction, melodramatic mystery, and social commentary. This story has something in it for everyone. But if you think you know the story, be prepared to be surprised as we read the original version. It has many twists and raises many difficult questions for readers. How do good and evil coexist in the same person? Can we ever know our true self? What desires spring from the deepest recesses of our subconscious? Is there a clear line between decency and wickedness, innocence and guilt? What image of ourselves do we project to others? These are just a few of the issues located in the story we'll be studying. Along with its depiction of bourgeois respectability, Victorian hypocrisy, urban violence, moral degeneracy, class conflict, friendship, drug addiction, and the repression of our darkest desires. For this module, there'll be several background notes on key terms to review, a Collaborate Ultra podcast, 2 form postings, a practice quiz, a real quiz, and an essay test response to complete at the end. See the syllabus and calendar for due dates. Standing alongside Frankenstein and Dracula as the best horror tales of the 19th century and anticipating many of Freud's psychological theories, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's tale of a ghostly double that infects the soul continues to define and haunt the modern imagination. Be afraid, very afraid.